What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA playoffs. Monday, May 20th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, these picks are for the game tonight between the Golden State Warriors and the Portland Trail Blazers. The Golden State Warriors are up 3-0 and they're playing in Portland. So this is a do or die for Portland, win or go home scenario. Okay, so at the top, I like Stephen Curry from the Golden State Warriors. Stephen Curry has scored 49, 58, and 60 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 46.4 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 34 minutes per game with a 31% usage rate. Stephen Curry is playing heavy minutes, 37 and 38 minutes in the last 2. Stephen Curry is projected at 45.2 fantasy points here tonight, but I think that should be closer to 50. He's pretty much scored 50 or over in the past 3 games. So I think you can count on Stephen Curry for a 50 burger here tonight. So I like Stephen Curry here versus the Portland Trail Blazers. So our DFS tools for MLB baseball are now live and working. You can click on the MLB tab to change sports and check the tools out for baseball. They're really helpful. They're going to save you guys a ton of research time. Remember, we added projected ownership, and that will be updating throughout the day as injury news changes. We also added the fantasy points per minute stat here for each player. And we also added a stat that's new to the industry. We call it the hit percentage, and it's the percent chance this player has to hit value at his current DFS salary. And you can access all these new stats even on mobile devices by tapping the dash rank icon. So I think I'm going to pass on Damian Lillard. He just doesn't look right. I don't have the confidence that I would normally have for him to get to 50 fantasy points. I'd rather drop down to a guy like Klay Thompson from the Golden State Warriors. Klay Thompson has scored 39, 32, and 42 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 34.1 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 34 minutes per game with a 26% usage rate. Klay Thompson is also playing monster minutes, 37 to 41 minutes in the last 3 games. Klay Thompson is projected at 34.6 fantasy points here tonight. So with the savings you get with Klay Thompson, it makes him a good captain candidate. He could go for 50 fantasy points and break the slate here. So I like Klay Thompson here versus the Portland Trail Blazers. Real quick guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, on the other side of the ball, I like CJ McCollum from the Portland Trail Blazers. CJ McCollum has scored 39, 35, and 21 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 33.3 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 34 minutes per game with a 26% usage rate. CJ's playing heavy minutes, between 37 and 38 in the last 3. CJ McCollum is projected at 35.8 fantasy points here tonight. There's an implied total of 219.5 points in this game. Damian Lillard just hasn't been himself. They've been double teaming him. For the lower salary, CJ McCollum's got the better upside and the better value. So I like CJ McCollum here versus the Golden State Warriors. Okay, looking at the mid-range salary players, I like Maurice Harkless from the Portland Trail Blazers. Maurice Harkless has scored 21, 23, and 31 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 19.1 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 24 minutes per game with a 14% usage rate. Maurice Harkless has played 22 to 29 minutes in the last 3 games. Maurice Harkless is projected at 26.3 fantasy points here tonight, And at low to mid-range salary, that's going to get you there. This is a home game, a fast-paced game. Maurice Harkless has 30-point upside, so I like Maurice Harkless here versus the Golden State Warriors. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, now moving down to the lower salary players. Keep your eye on Myers Leonard. He played 31 minutes last game and scored 27 fantasy points. He's projected at 20 fantasy points here tonight, but just temper your expectations. It's hard to see him get that production again, and his price tag has jumped quite a bit. So the guy I like down here at low salary is Kevon Looney from the Golden State Warriors. Kevon Looney has scored 15, 30, and 18 fantasy points in the last 3 games of the playoffs, averaging 17.3 fantasy points per game on the season, in an average of 19 minutes per game with a 13% usage rate. Kevon Looney has played 24 to 29 minutes in the last 3 games, so his minutes are solidified out there. Projected at 23.4 fantasy points here tonight, Kevon Looney had a bad game last game. His price is dropped, his ownership will probably be down a little bit, so I like Kevon Looney here versus the Portland Trailblazers. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to DraftDashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.